Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bods. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You join me today for another review of a Lego show. This one was in Sheffield. It's the Sheffield Brickfest. Now it's a bit far for us to go to this one, but because we can stop halfway at Ian's parents' house and drop off the kids, it's actually quite a nice day out for the two of us. And we do get to see some of our friends that are a little bit further north as well. So let's get straight into it and have a look at the displays. So there was a lot of Bionicle at the show. I think there was like 3 tables worth. I personally have never really been into Bionicle, but I also didn't know much about it. So these actually were quite interesting to look at. Definitely doesn't look like Lego to me though, but each their own. I really like the colours on the market here, the stripy roofs. I love a stripy roof. So much crammed into such a small build. This Micropolis, we've seen this before, but I think they've added quite a few bits. I really like that blue building with the trees on top. I think that looks great. Again, we saw this one at the Black Country Brick Show, and this is the dice pieces from the games. More Bionicle here. So teeny tiny Bionicle, big uber Bionicle. Look at the size of that thing. I'm pretty sure that's not an official Lego set, and it's very impressive. As soon as I see War of the Worlds stuff, I can't help but sing. This, I think, was based on the Tom Cruise one, which is clearly not the best War of the World. I think my favourite part of this Wednesday thing, given that I don't know the source material, I haven't seen Wednesday, is that piece there, that window. That's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Again, more Avengers. This is Endgame, and I think this is Assemble. We've seen this at a couple of shows recently as well. These were here last year at the Sheffield Brick Show. These are all made out of the little lever pieces. Such an impressive technique. They look great. There's no way that I'd be able to do this myself. Now, I don't want to say they've ruined Winter Village by adding a Star Wars tone to it, but you know, they have. But no, actually, I think this is a really fun thing, getting all the Winter Village-y type stuff, but sticking Star Wars in it and making it like a Star Wars celebration as well. It looks really good. This M-Tron stuff, it all looked in, the boxes were in pristine condition, and I love the greebling on this. He actually has a black light torch, which I'll show you an example, but it didn't pick it up on camera very well. In person, it glowed so much better. Go on, do some swings. No pokey. Swing. No, behave. So this is Kerry's table, Brickapics, and this is her Halloween mock that she did, I think last year, but that's Cedric dead in the corner there. This is her amazing maze. This is, I think, her latest one. We watched her build this on a live stream. This is the first of her mocks that we saw when we first came to the Sheffield Brickfest, I think 2 years ago. And then she's got her giant great hall, which is beautiful. And I looked away for a second and she switched the scene out and I didn't even realise. I was like, hang on, this isn't what it looked like a second ago. So I love that it's all interchangeable. Yeah. Sorry, did you just go into my lane? I really love this. The stunts sets all sort of laid out, and as you saw, we tried 3 times. We could not get past Miss Piggy, so we just had to take Miss Piggy out. But I did win in the end. The variety that they've got in these parts, such a clever idea. What I love about this is that the one gets clipped by the wheel, but then just carries on. Look, he rights himself and off he goes again. Fantastic work. I'm not a Technic person myself, but I'm always impressed by the size that they get in these vehicles and the realism as well. They're just amazing, but can you think how much it must hurt their hands? AP Bricks was at the show again. I finally got to see all of their Adidas rainbow coloured sneakers in person. I've seen them on Instagram. And the show itself actually was a space themed one, so everyone was encouraged to bring a space build along as well. And so they put together their own little base scene. Quite a big space scene actually, not a little one at all. It was quite unfortunate at this show. There was quite a few people who couldn't make it because of the flooding. So there were definitely fewer new things than we were hoping for, but it was still a great show. I love the way that the Tales of the Space Age looks lit up. I think that really adds something extra to that. James had brought along his outhouse again, and that balloon that was missing last time is back on. Now I really love these habitats, really great use of colour. So these ones all Halloweeny. And they had some Eastery ones. These are like the Chinese New Year sets. If you look at towards the back there, they've got the monochrome ones. They look really fun. And who doesn't love the Care Bears? So this layout had lots of spacemen in it. You had to count the spacemen, and I kept miscounting apparently. I kept missing one. It took me ages. So there was red ones, blue ones, and brown ones, I think. That was the 3 colours. Kept us busy. And I also love the ghost train that's going around this. We have that, but I never get to see it because it's not in our city yet, so it's nice to see it going around. They also had Space Baby towers here. Lots of Space Babies. This is Simon Picard's medieval scene here, and I'm always blown away by those roofs. They're just so detailed. Who doesn't love a bit of old school Lego? I'm sad there's not enough purple in here, but it does remind me of my youth and seeing some of the Lego sets on the shelves. This one felt more like a museum exhibit with all the old sets and the little nameplates for them. It's really interesting to see, and that base plate is fantastic. This is Wes Bricks here. He travelled all the way up from London, taking him hours the day before, so well done for him for attending. My kids are currently into gemming the holograms there, so I was taking a close up there of those figures. But you've got Thunderbirds as well. There were so many different non-Lego characters. Star Trek. And I think all of these little soldiers are those Buzz Lightyear heads? There was a giant zoo. Lots of animals in here. Not a goat though. I have to admit I am tempted to make my own zoo, but it just takes up so much space, and it's really only just an excuse to buy lots of animals. Got some Doctor Who here. This is the most Daleks I've ever seen in Lego in one place. You have to hand it to Star Wars people. Their greebling is like second to none. Look how amazing that greebling is. You've got some Judge Dredd stuff here. There's a small version of the motorcycle. And then here is a massive one that you can literally get on. This one has a bit of a smoke machine inside that build. He'd walked off to go for his lunch, but he came back to turn it on for my video, which was very, very kind of him. There we go. He says no. Can he say yes? Can he say yes? Or just no? He's very disagreeable.
Yeah. Not happy bunny.
I only took footage of the GBC parts that I didn't remember seeing before because it wasn't a massive layout and it was also super busy, so I didn't want to get around. I mean, I've seen this a bit before, but I found it mesmerising. Round slides cool. Those screen bits before. Okay. Now I tried to get the pinball machine again, having failed at the last shows, but unfortunately her phone had overheated and so it wasn't going around like it should, so I will get this at some point, I'm sure. So that's the Sheffield Brickfest 2023 all wrapped up. Like I say, there was definitely some people missing from the show because of the flooding that they had in the area, but we had a great time and I did pick up a few minifigs from a seller there, which I'll do in a brick haul at some point. Let me know what you liked best from the show in the comments below. Also, if you like show reviews, I've got a whole bunch of them now in a playlist at the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. Oh, and the secret word is Bionicle.